I'm done. Ungrateful, miserable, just the most nastiest, unnecessary retards coming in. Trying to backseat my enjoyment of an anime, it's wild. What's the context? It's got to do with JoJo's, and JoJo's is popping the fuck off. I'm actually really glad that I checked out this episode yesterday, right? It wasn't really an episode. What happened? There was a clip that we're going to check out from a channel, but it turned out to be first part of something that was so compelling that I wanted to see more. It was an OVA side spin-off episode off of part 4. And the nature of the content literally has nothing to do with spoiling the main plot or anything. It is its own standalone episode that I think anyone could watch and basically have fun, and it wouldn't ruin anything. But as usual, you have these retards that try to like backseat you. And I actually wouldn't have expected this from JoJo's, but the more I think about it, no, I actually seen a lot of comments like this. This is the type of shit that you see from Fate or Monogatari, right? The super sweaty elitist retards, the fat retards that want to like basically just gatekeep because they feel so like outcasted from society, they have to band. They basically have one fucking personality, which is a fandom, and if you don't consume it in a specific way, you're basically just like the worst person ever. Let's read this comment from a JoJo's tourist that has 19 comments, which is all on this thread. That makes me really want to just drop this show. Straight up, when I see shit like this, just out of pure spite, I want to be like, you know what? Yeah, fuck you. You don't deserve this shit and fucking leave. But that's stupid, right? This is a vocal minority. Not everyone's like that. Everybody is actually really enjoying JoJo's content in my channel. You look at the fucking opening reaction, you look at any of the JoJo's content in my channel, you go to the comment section, it's just JoJo references and people fucking glazing and saying thank you over again. But I want to highlight some of the dumbest motherfuckers here just to show you how I deal with these retards. This guy, intentionally rage baiting at this point. It's crazy. I'm rage baiting. Me watching a random spin-off clip that ruins literally nothing. I'm the one rage baiting. Let's read the rage bait comment. There's already a problem with them being spoiled to shit and not taking anything seriously, and now he just goes to watch spin-off of the part that he's 2 parts away. I can't watch this shit anymore. I don't want you here. This content is not for you. The last thing I want to do is have retards like you even witness my content. This is for my community that appreciates me for who I am. Imagine having this type of entitlement, bro. This is the biggest fucking Karen ever. You just know that if this retard goes into a McDonald's and gets like some meal that's like a little bit cold, he would make a fucking scene demanding the fucking manager. Imagine getting this upset off of the most harmless, most pointless OVA side story that is just the essence of JoJo's. Bizarre shit happening that anyone could watch and just have fun with it. What does this spoil? The nature of Kishibe Rohan that I fucking already know of because of the fucking memes? What did it spoil? What did I not even understand? Was there anything of significance in this that led me to ruin my experience? If anything, this makes me hyped up. This makes me enjoy it. It makes me more immersed in the fucking content. It's fucking wild. It's a side story, chill. Who cares? There's an order, follow it. These are the biggest fucking losers in life. I do agree that there is an order. You should be watching from part 1s to like 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. I still think that you don't have to watch 3, 4, 5, 6 to understand 7. There's nothing you can tell me that I'm going to find important from those parts that's going to be critical in me understanding Steel Ball Run. There's literally no continuing characters. The stand system is the most simplest shit that any fucking retard that's consumed JoJo's through clips and memes can understand. They're even gonna explain that shit immediately. There's nothing that happens in those parts that's even gonna get fucking significantly referenced that I won't even understand. But like, these people are literally unable to think in any other way. This is how they think. There's an order, follow it. There's no critical thinking. There's none of that involved. It's just a bunch of fucking brainless fucking sheep that just basically perpetuates the hive mind talking points because they have no personality. All they do, their entire personality is off of one single fandom. And they basically have, they're the biggest bootleggers. Am I basically here's what I'm saying, right? These people are basically treating me as if I skipped part 1 and 2 and just jumped into part 3 to watch shit out of order. These people are talking as if I was in the middle of like part 4 and then I immediately jumped to part 6 and maybe I got spoiled because of Jotaro stuff. You know what I mean? That stuff logically makes sense. I would never say you should just skip from part 2 to part 6. That makes no fucking sense. Clearly there's continuation and character references and as well as the past history of those characters from 1 to 6 or 3 to 6. You know what I mean? But you're gonna crash out over an OVA? That's fucking hilarious. Let's read some of the retardation in the comments. I guess you care since you wrote it. Exactly. There are people like me who care about following the order and there are people who don't. There are part skippers, but they're a minority. The best logical choice is to satisfy the most watch would be to follow the order. No. The majority are happy. You are the minority. You do not represent the majority in my community. You're a fucking tourist who basically are gonna die on this hill thinking that if I watch a part 4 OVA, it's gonna ruin the rest of the show. How stupid do you have to be to think like this? Honestly, it's actually crazy. I just know that this type of person is the worst fucking person in the world to be friends with, to be in a party with. Imagine being this fucking strict over consumption and not only that, backseating someone else's enjoyment. I'm having so much fun with JoJo's. This OVA stuff is making me hyped up for part 4. And then you have these fucking losers that are saying, you can't watch it in this way. You have to watch it exactly in this specific order. I don't give a fuck about you. I want people like you removed. There's a reason why I pin you and make fun of you. Read my other comment, blah, 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 blah. As I said, I won't be watching the JoJo reactions anymore. I don't want you here. Like, this is the thing too. It's so funny when they say, I can't deal with this guy anymore. I'm leaving. Don't let the door hit you on the way fucking out. You are an insignificant statistic. This content wasn't even made for you. I fucking hate people like this that have this entitlement thinking like, oh my god, you're gonna dissatisfy me? Well, you lost a sub. I would delete you in a heartbeat if I knew what kind of fucking person you were from the beginning. I'm gonna ban you after I fucking crucify you. To think like you matter is wild, but at least you serve a purpose, right? Even if you're this fucking retarded, you do serve a purpose in this ecosystem of the food chain. You served for me to humiliate and make fun of you as other people realize what a fucking dumbass you are. And then we move on and you're literally forgotten. Who cares if he falls or not? It's entertaining, so that's fine. And the context was that, so it's a happy accident. So if you're gonna be so hurt, he doesn't follow it, and the solution is easy. Stop watching. It's fucking wild. If this was the main part episode, I can understand, but it's an OVA, completely episodic. He just bumped into it, don't worry about it. He shouldn't know that Rohan exists at this point. Holy fuck, what a tourist. You claim to watch my content. I already said Rohan is the fucking Kotowaru guy. What are you talking to me? He shouldn't see the art style change. Really? Did you not watch the opening reaction? 50,000 views in that video, people saying, holy fuck, this is the best JoJo's content I've ever gotten in my life. He shouldn't see anything beyond this. Actually is wild that a person like this even exists in JoJo's fandom. Now, if this was Fate, if this is Monogatari, if this is Mushoku Tensei, if this is ReZero, if this is one of those super fucking weird niche shit or elitist content that the most dumbest and the fucking just pretentious motherfucker brigade in, I would understand. But in JoJo's of all things, you exist there. Wow, I can't believe this. It's fucking wild. Fuck you mean he shouldn't. Everyone sees what Rohan looks like. Everyone knows about the art there. I'm being honest about it. What the fuck is his take? What is the OV gonna do to ruin the story? There's literally no connection. What are you fucking talking about? Most people don't even know there's parts. Where they are and it's supposed to surprise when the MC died. What a fucking retard. It's actually wild that you exist as a human being. Like what kind of person are you? Like, you haven't said anything other than just fucking cry in this fucking thread. 19 comments, fresh new stuff. Are you a bot account? It's crazy. You're not even. You're actually just a fucking retard. It's not that serious. What am I getting spoke? Can you even describe to me? This is a person that just says rules are rules. You have to follow it no matter what. There's no ounce of critical thinking. I think rational people would see the context of this and be like, you know what? This makes sense. Harmless OVA that anyone can enjoy. Nothing would ruin it. Dude, people could watch this shit without even watching part 1 or 2. This is straight up the most out of context episodic shit that anyone could enjoy and be like, damn, what is this show? I want to watch it. You know what I mean? It serves like that kind of advertisement. What are you upset about? Exactly. What are you fucking upset about? Can you even define it? All you say is there's rules. You have to follow the rules. Listen, I can like, where is it? I never watched anything that I remember supposed for. Reactors should do the same. Why? You're not a fucking reactor. You're a fucking consumer. He cares about being authentic, but not getting about the authentic experience. That's a problem. This is such a weird fucking entitlement. I care about being authentic, but not about getting authentic experience. What the fuck does that even mean? For watching it in your specific order? And actually would get farmed. People who support him won't change their opinion whatsoever, so I don't care what they think. But more people that agree with me can see this. No! I think that even people that say you shouldn't skip parts would see this context and being like, what the fuck are you mad about? Is this me again in the middle of part 3 just jumping and watching part 4? Is this me in the middle of part 3 jumping to part 6? This is an OV that has nothing to do with it. Imagine being this fucking butthurt after being confronted with sheer logic that like your brain shuts down and you can't even rationalize about why you're upset. Your extent of the argument is rules are rules. Oh my God, follow it. It's crazy. It's actually baffling how insane this retard is. I don't usually encounter content on things like this, and I almost never watch something blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's wild. But that's you. You're not me. Why the fuck would I be you? I'm a content creator. Like, it's so fucking weird, man. It's so weird behavior. It's not that serious. You thinking that is the problem. Like, I thought JoJo's people were just chill. And you know what? They are. It's just when you find an outlier like this, man, you're in the wrong series, bro. You'll be welcomed in. You would be like fucking vice captain general of the armada of the gatekeepers in the Fate fandom. You should go into that shit and see what happens. Topic of the day next stream. True. Would like to hear his reasoning. I gave you my reasoning. Everybody gave you the reasoning. But you fall back on this irrational conclusion that rules are rules without even engaging in the good faith argument of how does this OVA ruin anything of my natural experience of JoJo's in order? But we all know that he says something along those lines of I farm content and it works. No. I am breaking it down. Everyone is breaking it down why this isn't a problem. This is fucking wild. I don't think you watched the video. This is some side story that has no effect in any way to continue the main plot. That's one thing. You can't just dictate his content. It's his own channel and content. We're just consuming what he's making money off of. What are you talking about? Fate is genuinely confusing. JoJo's as straightforward as possible. But even then, man, your retard ass don't understand, huh? Maybe you are that stupid. Maybe he'd get kicked out of Fate for being this stupid. Holy shit. I'm not interested in beefing with anyone, including Kaka, but his brainwashing is incredible, and you totally got brainwashed. Off of how? Who are you? How many comments do you have? Like, what? How do you possibly, like, think about this and realize that, like, the OVA is hard? Like, this is, like, actually, like, a violation. What are we brainwashing? You're reciting the same lines. You're getting gaslit. This is his alt account. You're literally getting gaslit here. What have we been talking about? Are these random zealots saying you're gonna get farmed? No. These are people coming in trying to have good faith arguments saying, what is it ruining? How is this ruining continuity? Is this, again, the equivalent of someone in the middle of part 3 jumping to part 6? No. So how could you then fall into this line of thinking and double down? Because people have very fragile egos. Once again, they get contested on something. They can't think. They literally collapse. And then they will never budge and keep going in circles. They go in circles, never confront the actual other side of the confrontation of the argument, and then literally just say the same NPC lines. It's like in a video game when you've exhausted the basically the dialogue options. You have exhausted the dialogue options of an NPC, and all they say is the two final things over and over again. You're talking to a brick wall. It's wild. I don't think you watched the video, right? It's fucking crazy. He mentions how he was planning to just watch part 1 and 2, so he's gonna skip some parts regardless. Again, I still am gonna die on the hill that if you go into Steel Ball Run, knowing about what a stand is, and you've seen part 1 and 2, I don't think part 3 is going to significantly change your understanding of part 7. I genuinely don't think part 3, 4, 5, 6 is going to have anything of significance that will hinder you. Yeah, there's going to be references. Yeah, there's going to be the overall culture in the community, right? But to say that like you're not going to understand Steel Ball Run, I genuinely think that skipping from part 3 to part 6, that is impossible. There is continuity. There's characters that you should know what happened in the future parts brought from the past. Part 7 is not the same. I'm going to die on that hill. It's It's wild. So he will watch Araki's magnum opus in parallel with objectively inferior part 3 that has a pacing ish. It's crazy, bro. It's just the most obnoxious, snobby people I never would want on this channel. It's not about change, about progression, with writing, with art style, with character, with fighting. It's like playing a game sequel out of order because a new part got hype. Like if you play Elden Ring and go try out Dark Souls, those games will be absolute shit to you because from your perspective, they have less and less. Me, when I just make shit up. Plenty of people got into the Souls game by introduced to Elden Ring because of how popular it is. Elden Ring is like Fate Strange Fake. This is the same shit, bro. People basically experience Fate Strange Fake, Elden Ring, and then they're exposed to the bigger fandom, Type Moon content, whether it be Fate Zero, Unlimited Blade Works, things they would have never checked out if it wasn't for that entry point. What a fucking retard. Many people will be exposed to Steel Ball Run as their first iteration of JoJo's content without knowing anything in before. And they will still enjoy it. And then they'll go back and find even more love in the old series. Plenty of my friends, plenty of people have played Elden Ring and then went back to Dark Souls and realized, damn, this is amazing. What a fucking weird elitist hill to die on. And it's crazy. It's actually fucking crazy. This is all I need to hear. Like, if you want to see the glaze, just look at the fucking JoJo's reactions, right? Because again, at the end of the day, these are the minority. This is a vocal minority that has no fucking understanding of what we do in this channel. They have their heads up their fucking ass and they think they're the main fucking character. They're trying to backseat a content creator in their enjoyment of the series. All I have to do is just this. Just look at the comments and the amount of people just saying the level of passion and the enthusiasm I'm putting into this. These are the actual JoJo fandom. Not because they're agreeing with me, because they come in with an open mind, checking out a tourist that is checking out their brand new show. And realizing how much love and passion I'm pouring for it. People like this are the absolute fucking worst of the fandom. It's like the most pretentious, the most obnoxious. They are basically the most vile pieces of shit to exist. And you know what? You still serve a purpose. I don't want people like you to go away because that's an easy video every time. I don't have to do anything to defend my position. All I have to do is just wait for the outlier retards to pull up and show how stupid they are. And then my monkeys that are well trained will just counter with just pure logic that they just know. They have been taught how to behave. All I gotta do is this. You want the attention? Here's the attention your parents never gave you. Come back with an alt account and crash out, and I guarantee you this retard's still gonna watch the other JoJo's reactions because ain't nobody fucking do it like me.